We are live.
We're live?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. Good Monday morning. It's a Minihane Monday Minute. Brought to you by our friends at, I don't know where. Who knows where, Dave?
MMM, Minihane Monday Minute. Brought to you by Milton's. MMMM.
Sharp as ever.
Look at that.
Sharp as ever.
Look at that.
The worst, the woat of shotgun guys on a road trip for the case.
No way.
When it comes to directions, the woat.
Oh, yeah, that was tough.
I mean, they're fucking worse. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
well, okay, when do I take the right? Oh, 100 yards, like 4 lanes over. On
Well,
the
we were
highway.
multitasking while we were doing that. So I was looking up things, and then I would get, yeah. I know. We did miss a lot of turns. I apologize.
Like an enormous amount of turns.
Yep.
We were in the middle of America last week. I know people were wondering where I was. I heard I was very quiet. So we were in the middle of America doing K-Star for a few days, Dave and I, in the snow.
Yes.
Battling elements,
Chili.
feces.
Yep. Oh, that's right. The feces. Yeah, you were perplexed by the feces.
I wasn't perplexed by it. I was just sort of
entertained to some
Oh, yeah. It was just you're walking in a garage and there's just tons of shit. And it's upsetting.
We could have seen the Bruins play the Wild. They were there last night.
Not to say we were.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, again,
as sharp as ever.
one of the stupidest people I've ever met in my life. This is fucking unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Why would you say
I
that?
don't know. It just comes to me.
Why are you so dumb?
It's dumbest.
I mean, that is really dumb. But I'm live, yeah. So good morning. Yeah. So I just wanted, obviously horrible weekend. With Ken Jack being back on Project Big Screen, but we're getting through it together. It's a joke to lighten the mood. I'm a Ken Jack guy. I mean, I have nothing to add to the conversation about what went on in Brown, or the horrible stuff in Australia. Obviously, we all wish one more person had been shot there, right? Mm-hmm. Justin?
No.
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 Okay. You said you wish Jackson had been. Then you said that to me yesterday. But no. Manners was lucky. No way you could get him. He was under, you couldn't even see him. So he was safe. But horrible. All kidding aside. Fucking terrible. And I have nothing to add to the conversation because, like I said, once Sandy Hook happened, there's no change. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. The left is one way, the right's the other way. Everyone wants to win battles over this as opposed to trying to figure out how to fucking fix it. It's never going to be fixed ever. I've said this. People don't like to hear it. The gun issue is not an issue. It's out of control. It will never be stopped. It's gone. Gone. Mental health is a much bigger issue, which ties into, I think, though we don't know for sure, why I wanted to jump on there today briefly and just talk about Rob Reiner, his wife Michelle as well, are dead, murdered. Their throats slit, we're seeing now, TMZ has. And People magazine and others have reported that it was their son who committed the crime, the murders. So we'll see about that as it goes on. But I just want to talk about Rob Reiner, who is just a huge figure in my life. All in the Family is my all-time favorite show. It's the most important show in the history of television. And he was Mike Stivic, Archie's son-in-law, meathead. And I remember watching a 60-minute story just like a month or two ago. I was watching a 19. What are you guys pointing at?
Just to switch it.
A 1994 profile of him that Steve Kroft did on 60 Minutes, and he was saying he still gets called meathead. Then left and right. I think I did a Why Are You Laughing with Mike about All in the Family, I believe. So if you want to go listen to that. To describe television before All in the Family and then after All in the Family, it was literally stupid sitcoms about like genies and whatever, Beverly Hills, whatever. And then All in the Family changed everything. There's no Sopranos with All in the Family. There's no NYPD Blue. There's no Breaking Bad. It changed television forever. And though Edith was great, for me, the heart of the show was Archie and his son-in-law, Archie the conservative, meathead the liberal, battling every single week. Oftentimes that show would never leave that house, 704 Hauser, where Archie and Edith and Glory and Mike lived. They would go seasons without barely leaving that house. And the core argument was, of it to me was Archie and meathead Rob Reiner, Mike, and their battles. And it ended really well with those two, too. They had a great final scene. He was back on a couple of times, but the last time he was on the Civics Go West, where they moved to California, and Archie and Mike tells Archie he loves him, and they start crying. It's a great scene. And he's so great in that show. It's the greatest show ever. I've talked about it a million times. What's interesting is, so he leaves that show, and, first of all, Rob Reiner's father, Carl Reiner, you guys you don't even know who that is, I'm guessing.
I do not.
Yeah. Carl Reiner was a hugely famous television figure at the beginning of television. He was on Sid Caesar's show of shows. He created a show for a guy who's been in the news a lot lately, the Dick Van Dyke Show. He created that show, and he was on it, and he and Mel Brooks were a comedy team. So he's very famous, and he raised Rob Reiner. Out in California, Rob Reiner went to high school with Richard Dreyfuss, for example. Albert Brooks, he did a great documentary a couple of years ago. I think I tried, remember I said I wanted to have him on, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, book him, if you would. Okay. Well, Richard Dreyfuss, he seems like he's willing to have some fun.
Yep.
He did a great documentary with Albert Brooks, who he grew up with. Rob Reiner did. This maybe 2 years ago. Very good. And Carl Reiner said, I never thought of him as being talented or funny or anything. A family friend of Carl Reiner was Norman Lear, who said, your son's funny. He's talented. Like, I don't know why you don't. And Norman Lear wound up casting him on All in the Family. It was his show. Reiner leaves All in the Family. He was married to Penny Marshall for a while. They get divorced. He then is kind of floating around a little bit, does a couple of TV movies. Had one project he always wanted to do. It was sort of his dream project, but wasn't able to get the funding for it. And so he makes This Is Spinal Tap, which at the time was sort of revelatory. This mockumentary, this was not anything that people really watched at the time. Didn't do great, was a huge cult favorite. Directed a comedy called The Sure Thing with Daphne Zuniga and John Cusack, who he uses later. And then goes on this 5-movie run that's unbelievable. Look at these 5 movies he did in a row. Stand By Me. He does Stand By Me. He does The Princess Bride. He does When Harry Met Sally. He does Misery. He does A Few Good Men. Those 5 movies are in a row. He directed those 5 movies in a row. And I would challenge people who have watched that. I think the best game, call Clemmer quick, see if he's going to answer the phone. He's been battling. Also, part of the reason I was gone this week is Clemmer did go into not a locked facility, but a treatment center for alcoholism, which Justin has been. I know you've talked to him. As a younger person, you needed your guidance on that. He's older than you.
Yes.
Yeah, so. I'm really still shook from news I received in the last 24 hours. I don't know what to do with. Talk about Best Actor. Me pretending I didn't hear that news 3 days before is why I should win Best Actor.
Things are great.
It's a joke, Justin.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, looks like he is locked up.
What are you laughing at, Dave?
Nothing.
Yeah, have a seat, Kirk. The Mall of America. I got to tell you something.
Yeah. A lot of things.
Again, that's a joke. We're not in the state of Minnesota. We're throwing you people off.
Yep.
We were actually even further west than that. So he makes these 5 movies in a row. I guess my challenge to you guys would be, good luck picking, what's the worst of those 5 movies? Probably, for me, The Princess Bride, which is a classic movie.
I feel like I've heard you talk about The Princess Bride.
It's a great movie.
More than any of those movies.
Well, it's an Andy Mayo movie.
Yeah.
It's his favorite movie.
That's right.
It's a great movie.
That's right.
I'm sure Mayo's grieving. A tough month for Mayo. Jesus. But The Princess Bride was the one he always wanted to make and couldn't get the funding for it. And Norman Lear wound up stepping up and giving him some dough to make the movie. So he rips off these 5 movies in a row, and they're each different. Misery, a great horror movie. A Princess Bride, just a fantasy tale. Stand By Me, a great coming-of-age movie. A Few Good Men, just like a good old-fashioned courtroom thriller. Like, each one is different than on their own. They're all different. And they're sort of mainstream commercial, just good old-fashioned movies you just don't see anymore. Makes a movie, Northwich Bombs. Was back with The American President, which is kind of considered a classic now. It's a movie I like a lot. That's Aaron Sorkin who wrote that. Aaron Sorkin, uses a lot of that stuff that's left off the script. He turned in a 350-page script, I think it was, from Reiner for that. That becomes season 1 of The West Wing. Who's that? Is that Clemmer?
Clemmer.
All right. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I was just saying to these guys, if you had to pick, and they're all great, but the real exercise is picking the worst of those 5 Reiner films. And
for me, it's Princess Bride.
I agree, but that's a classic. Like
People love it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when that's the worst of a 5, there's no director in history had a 5-picture run of commercial and critical, and all in their own ways sort of still beloved and like endlessly rewatchable. It's an unbelievable run.
All different genres.
Yeah, I was just saying.
He went from doing like comedy to courtroom drama to coming of age to horror. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he directed When Harry Met Sally and Misery, essentially in back-to-back years, and then just rips off. And they're all, like, he was sort of that school, like Sidney Pollack was like this. There were definitely others where it didn't have that, like, you could sit there and not know you're watching a Rob Reiner movie. Like, he made good commercial, but, like, well-made, well-crafted movies, and there aren't people like that anymore. Like, there is nobody who's cranking, because there just isn't the audience for it, but there's nobody who's cranking out movies like that every 2 years for, like, 12 years.
No, you're right. And the studio system is just different anyway. But I honestly almost think there was just nobody like him ever before or since. Just because you're right, he didn't have like a flashy style. Like he was very commercial in that way, and he kind of let the screenwriter and the actors take center stage. Aaron Sorkin or Goldman or the actors he worked with. Mm-hmm. I think that's just the difference. Where he never got nominated for Best Director.
Nope.
Always willing to take that back seat. You don't see.
But you're right. He also paired himself wisely with like great, whether it was Christopher Guest or Aaron Sorkin or William Goldman. Like he was very, Stephen King. He was really, and the other thing I haven't mentioned yet is Castle Rock, which he starts and like there's no Shawshank Redemption without Reiner, having collaboration with King to get comfortable with Darabont to make the Shawshank Redemption. Like that's a Reiner project too in its own way.
Oh, absolutely.
And Seinfeld.
Absolutely. I mean, he really did. I mean, think about it. He had the most unusual, I think one of the most unusual careers ever. But directing, and obviously I know me and you both love All in the Family. Like, he's one of the biggest sitcom stars in the world for a decade, and then he becomes one of the best directors for a decade. That's crazy.
He's probably better known now for being a director than being, for me, he's not. But for guys like, who are probably 60 and older, definitely no, but like 60, I would just love All the Family, so I'm an exception. But like 60 and younger, 50, like definitely more famous for, and by the way, he would pop in like, he played Leo's dad in Wolf of Wall Street. Kind of absurd casting, but it was very funny. It worked. He was in Sleepless in Seattle. Like he was just in The Bear.
I mean, he was just in 3 episodes of The Bear. So like for younger people, he's even still a little bit relevant.
New Girl.
No,
what's that?
New Girl.
He was in the New Girl, Dave. Oh, he wasn't.
He was
in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Was that what you thought? Who thought he was in Mrs. Doubtfire?
I said that.
You did? Was that what it was?
That was
thing. What was it? What was that?
That was in the old days when the Kirk Minihane show was around.
I remember that show. This is the Minihane Monday, Clemmer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
I thought he was the director in that. Robin Williams. Director.
Oh, yeah, you thought he was Robert Prosky.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, yeah. Sure.
No,
yeah.
I guess I could see that.
Well, but not 1993 though.
Could have used you a few months ago.
Like now, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
It's also just what a fucking horrible. First of the weekend, obviously between Brown, as I said, Kenjack coming back, between what happened in Australia. Like it's a tough weekend for everyone. But like, and now this, like, what a fucked up world we live in. Jesus fucking Christ. And the link to it all is mental illness. I know people don't want to hear that. Like you could try. We're not going to corral the guns. Which is funny is one of the themes of All the President's Men. One of the big things they were trying to do was get that gun bill passed. Remember?
Yes.
That was like part of the plot. But I actually read an interview with Sorkin. My God, I think I read it yesterday, the day before. It's the 30th anniversary of the American president. And they were talking to him, and he loved Reiner. And he was saying, the interviewer was right. He's like, you watch like Richard Dreyfuss's character now, and he's like not a bad guy at all. Like he's kind of a dick, but like he's not like evil. Like now it's so drawn. And Dreyfuss, who was in Stand By Me, as well, was as I was just saying, was a high school buddy of Reiner's.
Oh, Reiner, I don't know if you mean like the son of one of the most famous television, architects ever.
Ever.
I was thinking, like, is that the worst way to die? Like your kid stabbing you to death? Like that is horrible. Assuming that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean that's what it sounds like. I mean it's fucking up there. I mean it's just we'll learn more and more. But it's just a Titanic. And I don't care. Like I don't care that he was broken by. I don't give a shit about that. He was a gigantic. And as he went on, as happens, his movies got like kind of lousy. Like Ghost in Mississippi and North and.
Oh, North.
Then he just started making he made a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer and Bruce Willis. It didn't work. And then he just kind of, it was his last movie that was a hit and actually was like a culturally relevant phrase that kind of was the Bucket List, which I didn't like.
The Bucket List.
But that was
was.
He made that Graduate sort of sequel thing. Remember with
that I don't
Aniston
remember.
and Costner and Mark Ruffalo, where Aniston's character finds out she's like the product of that. It was a weird. I forget. It came out like 08, 09 maybe or something. But the other thing about Reiner is,
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. The thing about Reiner is too with these movies is between like the I'll Have What She's Having, which is his mom, As You Wish, and You Can't Handle the Truth. Those are three of probably the 20 most famous lines in movie history.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
crazy.
And some of these movies, the other thing too with When Harry Met Sally and Stand By Me might be the best movies of their genre. Period.
Definitely.
It's the best rom-com ever. It's the best coming of age movie.
Yeah, I should have. You know what's funny is I thought of Stand By Me. We were making that list yesterday. The crying, like that's got a couple of scenes like that, like just like knock you out, crazy stuff, like and like great perform. I mean, River Phoenix is so good in that. And you're right. So I watched like a month ago. I was watching this 1994 60 minutes at a profile of Reiner right before North came out, and Crystal, who was his best friend, was talking about that orgasm scene and how Meg Ryan wasn't getting it right. Reiner sat down and did it. And then he realized, like, oh, my mom's next to me. And then Crystal gave his mom the line, which Reiner said was like maybe the most famous line ever. I'll have what she's having, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, I mean, what an unbelievable, and what a fucking bummer. You texted me last night. That's how I found out. I was just bummed out.
I figured you'd be like, cause I know you were. I figured. I remembered you being you liked Reiner a lot. Obviously, from all, I thought honestly when I thought of you, I thought more All in the Family.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, it's hard to.
I know how much you.
It's hard to talk about. I mean, to talk about All in the Family, it's like television wise, it's like before electricity. Like literally, All in the Family turned the lights on. Like there's no Tony Soprano, there's no Walter, none of it without Archie Bunker. Like literally none of it, and there's no Archie Bunker if Meathead isn't like a good character. And I think that was the third pilot they shot. They had two different pilots. Right. Gene Stapleton and Carol O'Connor were both in each time, but they had a different Gloria and a different Mike each time. And then it's funny how this works. They just found the right ones. And Sally Struthers was less and less important, I think, as the show went on. They realized they had real magic with those two. But I mean, he was fucking unbelievable on that show. And it's funny when you read interviews with him, he was getting itchy to leave, but it's tough. I mean, 40 million people were watching him every week. 40 million.
He still did leave like a year early.
They did a season without them. Then they did
with the little girl.
Yeah, but they did like 4 seasons of Archie Bunker's.
Archie.
Which they would occasionally even show. I think Rob Reiner was on 2 of those. And the season after they left, they did a thing in California where they went out to visit them. So they would kind of pop in, but like the show wasn't. I mean, once you lost that dynamic, the show was not the same. It just wasn't the same. Yeah.
And you say people 60 or over. I think it's like my age and over because I was born after he was even on All in the Family.
Syndication.
But he was on syndication.
Yeah.
And my parents loved it.
Yeah.
So that was like a must-watch TV even on syndication in my house. Like All in the Family came on. All in the Family was coming on. Like we're watching it. He was incredible.
My senior year in high school, I had open campus, so I had my second semester. I had free period, lunch, free period. So I would go home, and All in the Family was, I think, on 56 at 12 and 12:30, and I would have lunch and watch All in the Family every day. He was fucking great. But a Titanic, and if you had to pick his best movie, I think is probably Stand By Me.
Oh, I go with A Few Good Men.
Yeah, I mean that's a great
neither of those are wrong answers.
I think Stand By Me has his fingerprints on them more. A Few Good Men feels like a Sorkin movie to me, but like at the same time, like you get these performances out of these guys. You'll never see a movie work like that again. And yeah, he wasn't nominated for best. It was the only time any of his movies were ever nominated for Best Picture of those 5.
Right.
That 5 year and he made Spinal Tap. He made The American President. I mean, so as a director, I'll give him from Spinal Tap till The American President as like A-list guy. That's a pretty good run.
You could argue Oliver Stone, you could argue Spielberg, but you could say Rob Reiner is the best director of that stretch, and that's a perfectly balanced stretch.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to not pick Spielberg just because. But again, it comes at like You
that
know,
was kind of Spielberg's downtime.
Yeah.
Like he was making like Always, which I kind of appreciate, but like this wasn't
Color
this wasn't,
Purple. Even
other than the '93, it wasn't great Spielberg.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You could watch, like you watch Misery, and you watch A Few Good Men, and you're not, he was smart. Like the story was first. Like the story was always first,
and the actors were second, and he was third.
Yeah, and some Kathy Bates, I'm sure, will come out today or tomorrow. Goldman, who wrote these great books on making movies, and he loved Castle Rock, loved working with Reiner and his partner Andy. Oh, Schulman, I don't know what's his last name. I forget. The Castle Rock partner. And Reiner tinkered with the idea of like Cher or Bette Midler or like a star in the Annie Wilkes role. And finally, Reiner's point, or Meryl Streep. And Reiner's point was, you can't, if we cast somebody who's unknown, you think she's capable of anything. Like you wouldn't think Bette Midler would kill James Caan.
Right.
But he said, I'm going to use Kathy Bates. And Goldman said, oh, that's great. Yeah, she's great. She had been in theater and she'd been in small movies. Nobody knew she was. Nobody. No. And it changed her life. I'm sure, I've heard her say it. It changed her life. And the Caan role was famously uncastable. If you read the Goldman book, they went to everyone. The first person they went to was William Hurt. They went to Hackman. They went to Beatty. They went to Redford, who also turned down the last minute the American president role that Douglas took. They went to all these people. And they wouldn't take because it was a loser role in their mind. It was like this hobbled guy who was in bed all day. Hackman. They all said no, and they finally settled on Caan, who was kind of a mess at that time. And Caan's like, I'll take a drug test every day. I'll do whatever you need. And it turned out to be great casting because he's such a physical guy. He was going crazy. So one of those, and that's, again, is in a weird way almost like, I was saying earlier, because that movie is so small in setting, there were seasons of All in the Family where they left the house like twice. Seasons. Like, this was a play, like literally a play every week where Archie Bunker looks like an idiot at the end. And like Misery does not, obviously you've got the stuff with Richard Farnsworth and Cliff Clavin's mom. You have the stuff with Lauren Bacall, which is, who cares? But like they barely leave that house in Misery. But
they barely leave that room.
Yeah. They have the dinner.
It's almost all,
they have the dinner. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, there's no.
Like when he leaves the room and explores the house the first time, you're like, "Holy shit!
Right.
What's behind that wall?"
And it looks great. Like it looks great. The oh shit, what was I going to say? There's something else I was going to say about fucking Misery. I forget. But anyway, just a stunner, and so sad. And obviously, you're going to read more and more about it. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse, I'm sure. But and yeah, like I said, he got broken by Trump. So what? Who cares? Like the guy got killed. Who gives a fuck? Like who cares?
Yeah, I'm gonna remember his movie. I'm gonna watch his movies forever, and that's what I'm. And All in the Family, like that's what I'm gonna think about when I think of it.
He might be the most rewatchable director of all time. Like how many times have you seen fucking A Few Good Men, or Stand by Me, or When Harry Met Sally? Like these are movies you could watch every week.
I think it's his shooting style. It's a really comfortable style.
Yeah.
It's very like warm bath style. And I don't mean that as like a negative.
No, sort of that 90s, 80s, 90s. And I'm serious. I don't think there's a Shawshank Redemption without him. Like at least not.
No, there's not.
At least not what we got. Like that's for sure.
Right.
And by the way, they were producers of Seinfeld, which is how he made his real dough, is what I read a few months ago. Like
Oh, yes. You see Castle Rock at the end of every episend, like
I think
the title card.
And they produced they had a run where, forget the Reiner stuff, they produced In the Line of Fire. Like they wound up selling to Warner Brothers, I think, or Turner, because those movies were always on TNT. So I think they had some deal, and I think they then got back into business a couple of years ago. But yeah, very, very sad. So
it said he had a net worth of $200 million.
200 million, yeah, I bet you it was even north of that. So there you go. Coleman, when somebody actually dies, this is how you eulogize them. You don't go on with Tom Shattuck and Menners and act like somebody died. When somebody dies, you give them the the respect they deserve, right, Dave?
That's right.
Well, there wasn't a Minihane Monday to call into, so it's all kind of a paradox.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
Chris Clemmer spending no time on geography.
Is he in your top 5 kind of 3-tool players in terms of writing,
3-tool players,
producing, directing?
Well, he also acted.
That's what I mean. Acting, producing, directing.
He's up there, sure. Yeah. You got Beatty, you got Redford, you got Woody Allen, you got Clint for sure. But he was a different. You guys probably don't he was as famous as Matt LeBlanc was as an actor. Like he was in his time. He was as famous as that show was #1 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
When there were 3 channels to watch. So yeah, it's horrible, but an incredible career. Yeah, it just bummed me out because, like I said, I was watching All in the Family last week, watching the episode with huge Archie Mike episode, and I was like, it's the chemistry. So right now, Sally Struthers, the only one left, the last one left. She's on that Ted Danson show.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, what's it called? The Netflix one?
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
I didn't really like it. I watched the first couple episodes.
Broken by Trump, but in an authentic way. Like, there's a lot of celebrities who get political, and it's kind of like douchey.
He was into it.
A man on the inside?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't, like, waste his time. I know we always say, like, the left should talk to the right, do interviews. Like, the only person who...
He was on with Marr.
He went on with Marr. Marr's...
I saw James Woods tweet, because he directed James Woods in Ghosts of Mississippi. Woods got an Oscar nomination for that. Not a great movie. But Woods tweeted last night. He tweeted the last couple of years, like, I love this guy. It's like, anytime I see him, we disagree, but, like, so what?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of nice. I don't, I'm not sure what else to say about it, but horrible, obviously a horrible weekend. I'm not going to add to the other stuff other than it's just gross, and there's clearly no solution. I see people just saying what they always say, and nothing will change, and we'll forget about it, and then it'll happen again, and we'll act all sad, and we'll forget about it.
There's one part you could say about that stuff.
What's
that the Providence, the police department,
not great.
Whoever is one of the all-time
not great
biggest blunders I've ever
not great.
Yeah,
and this guy is out there.
Yep.
Right. Still right now.
Yeah, the person they thought, the person of interest.
They let go. Yeah, so. Right. And they had his name out there. This guy. I mean, this freaking kid from Wisconsin, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Stan, oh well. And it's like it's just it's always men too. It's
true.
every fucking time. So. I don't know. They got to start figuring this shit out, but I suspect that's not going to happen.
Would you make of them the way they reported it last night, where they're like, man,
I suspect they had to. I suspect they had to. There was some reason they had to do that, right?
Somebody called because clearly they knew somebody showed up.
It sounds like his daughter found them, right? Their daughter found them.
Yes. Yeah.
They called, and I guess they had to wait to identify. I suppose, maybe technically, I don't know.
Yeah.
The reason, maybe it's because of celebrities. I don't know, but they had the ages of both of them.
Is that just the media being assholes and being like, can you give it like a fucking hour?
I guess.
Until you report it, you know what I mean?
I sure hope People Magazine is right, because they're jumping in, right, so I suspect they are. I without knowing.
He made a movie with his son, right?
He did, yeah. And I saw Steve was tweeting this morning. The son had been homeless in Maine in the early 2010s. I think I saw Steve tweet out the story.
Wow.
So,
which was before the movie, right? The movie was 2015,
15 or 16 or something, yeah. Which I had never seen. Being something, or I forget what it's called.
Something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So. If that's what happened, it's Jesus. Clever thinks it's the worst way to die.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I mean, to be stabbed by.
Sure. Yeah, but sure, be throwing into a fire pit would be terrible. Being choked to death, drowning. I mean, sure, it's bad. I'm not big into drafting it, but that seems like a bad one. That's for sure. But yeah, horrible, fucking horrible. Not as horrible as being in the left lane with Dave on the highway, and Dave was saying, "Oh, you got to take a right in 40 feet."
I had plenty of time. You had plenty of time to
snow
work with.
pounding down around us.
Yeah, that commute was tough.
That car was tough.
Yeah, it was. Yep. You were in it for a long time too.
Got it done though.
Yeah.
Did I not?
You know what happened to me?
No.
When I got back to the airport.
Which airport, Dave?
No, in Boston.
Okay. Yeah.
Traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I took Logan Express there.
Yeah.
And I basically got trapped for an hour and a half because apparently Logan Express does not go every 15 minutes like I thought it would.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I did not get home till 2:30 in the morning.
Another Logan issue with you. Yeah. Wasn't that your issue with the celebrity couple? Was that you're upset about with Logan?
That was Dax Shepard and
Kristen Bell.
Correct.
What was the deal? They were
basically like sleeping there for what felt like multiple days, and then she tried to claim that there was no hotel within a 30-mile radius.
You did the search on that.
Which that was just not true.
I feel like we were in Chicago. I feel like that was a Corn Ferry Tour rig story, just you telling it right now.
Oh.
I don't know why. I picture us in that hotel, you telling us that story.
Yeah, that might have come out at that time.
I could be wrong, but that it feels that way to me on the old, whatever the fuck that show was. What was the one we did?
That's when I really realized that Riggs was not a Kirk Minihane friend. That moment right there.
Yeah.
Because you had his back, and he didn't even give a fuck.
Oh, remember me that night going, calling Dan?
Yep.
Being like, this isn't me. Well, what the fuck do I care if PFT, who I love, is a great guy, is playing golf with somebody? What the hell do I care? Right. What the fuck? That was a mistake. I apologize to PFT. So I was running that night. I went for a run, Dave. Because I thought I was going back to do Unnamed in Chicago, which I wasn't. And I wiped out. I fell again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, not yeah, kind of, yeah.
No.
Oh, you're going in.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Jesus.
Ooh,
Oof.
you gotta ice that.
I'm no pussy.
Yeah.
The total wipeout.
Yeah.
And it was like I listened to 10 minutes, 20 minutes maybe of that Menners thing. It was during that.
Oh, that's
And I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. Because it was like, you would have, did you listen to it,
so
Justin?
Mentor's content is physically injuring people.
Yeah, I thought, you would have thought, oh, Kirk died.
Yeah.
Because literally, like, Tim McCann, who I love, he's a wonderful guy. He was like, I'm able to tell my kids I was alive at the same time as Kirk Minihane or something.
I think there would be like mass suicide. If you actually died, it would be like people would follow you.
Good. I think these people deserve to die.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
No.
Let them go.
No.
Yeah.
God almighty. I mean, Kane seems fine, but the rest of them are a disaster.
Kane's all class.
Oh, it seems like he's handling things well. It seems like he's, defeating the bottle, and that's good. But, Jesus. What? Anything else before we call the Minihane Monday?
What do you think? Do you think I could compete with Mutt and Gus in my PA skills? Did you see that yesterday or no?
No.
Oh, I did public address announcing on Saturday night for my nephew's high school hockey game.
This is the cheap shot artist?
No, it was. I mean,
Did he sucker punch anybody during this game?
no, he
or
body slammed somebody.
Oh,
though.
good.
We got a penalty though. It was
You
only
did
2 minutes
PA
later.
during this.
Yeah, I was asked to by the boosters.
Oh,
club.
it's the thing Mick tweeted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was Mick
yeah.
filming it?
No. My nephew
okay. That was
filmed it.
close. Well, how did Mick get that?
He's good.
Oh, I put it on Instagram because I knew my family. I knew my family would want to see me announce my nephew. So that's
Sure.
all. Yeah.
That's a good job by Mick. So what do we have the sound or no?
Yeah, I can put. I have the whole thing if you want it.
We'll take a snippet of it.
Okay.
Don't need the whole thing necessarily.
Bellingham Blackhawks at left wing, senior and captain number
Your voice is just too high.
22, Mike Cullinan.
Too high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the sweet spot was, while also not taking it that seriously because it wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
But I didn't find it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Crowd
tough.
sucked too. I tried to get the crowd.
Crowd's
into it.
terrible.
Also, the team. I have a problem. I'm the team's #1 fan. This is my
Right.
nephew. It's his last. It's senior year of high school.
Yeah.
It might be the last chance I get to watch this stuff.
His last chance to
Chase is
paralyze
clearly going to
somebody,
quit
yeah.
hockey. It's one of these days,
Right.
so it is what it is. So I'm the biggest fan. I do them a solid in my
It's good.
opinion.
I'm trying to solve this case, and Dave's. I'm looking for this.
8:30
guy.
start.
Dave
You were
is-
probably
Dave-
sleeping. You were sleeping at 8:30.
Sleeping in?
Saturday night. You were sleeping at 8:30.
8:30 Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
I might have been asleep. Go ahead.
You were asleep. All right. So I'm the team guy, family guy 1st, and I'm doing this thing. And I show up, and they didn't provide me anything but the rosters, really.
Did you want?
So I asked my brother,
family
some backstory?
lineage or something.
No,
What
I'm
did you
saying
want,
like this is a PA job. You have to say welcome to the game.
Oh, sure.
You have to say
name the arena.
you have to say Medway. You have to. And I did
Well,
not.
you're not capable of that. You don't know who's playing in the
Well,
game.
hold on. It all came together very quickly. I get to
That
the
can happen,
facility.
yeah.
They show me where to go. I don't have the time to go get the starting lineups because it literally happened in 30 seconds. Somebody should have had that waiting for me and provided that to the
Who is
PA
that?
guy.
The SID.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a great question.
So you're flying without a.
So either way,
yeah.
I look over to the guy who's doing the sound. I'm like, how do I announce the other team? I don't have
Right.
their starting lineup. I look like a fucking asshole.
Sure.
So I didn't. I just said, now introducing your home Bellingham, whatever they are, Blackhawks, right? The fucking coach of the team on Twitter, apologizes for the fact that I didn't announce Medway's starting lineup.
That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing.
Why? They didn't
That's a
provide me
classy
with
thing
the
to do.
information.
He did the right thing. That's a classy thing to do.
What a pussy move.
The
that
chance
is.
he's just a fan. He's just being a dick.
No, I don't think so.
No, he's the hockey coach at Medway.
I think he runs the Twitter account. No, at Bellingham. I think he runs
Bellingham.
The,
Andy Nolan was the baseball coach there.
yeah, I think he runs the Twitter account. And he's like,
Of the Bellingham hockey team.
yeah. And he's like, not how we do it or something worded like that.
Oh, so he thought. So everyone thought you're kind of a bad boy.
Yes.
You should like that.
Which I was a little bit of a bad boy because when I was announcing their goals, I didn't put a lot of energy into their goals.
How many goals were there?
It was a 4-3 overtime game.
Win?
Loss in overtime.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yep.
That's tough. Huh.
But Cullinan saved the game with 3 minutes left, so that was good to see.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. What, anything else going on? What's the?
There's nothing else going
Well,
on.
are there any questions I need? Any other
There's nothing else.
questions?
We don't know. We're short on time. And there's a lot of casework to do.
Understood that. But what's the real? What's the? Do people want answers from you about anything over the last week or no? 2 weeks have been gone. Nothing.
I mean,
Go ahead.
people are curious about unnamed.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I saw some people think it's my call that there's no one name. Like I'm calling Dave and being like, Dave, there's no
Dave,
fucking show.
nope.
He's the boss. He runs the company. He's been traveling and doing whatever. So whatever he wants to do unnamed, I'll do unnamed. I've been on a few weeks. Like I said, we're going to jump in once in a while. Last few days, more and more people like, oh, I guess Kirk's not around. He's going to be like, I'm around. You're not going to get this every day. I'm sorry. We're giving you one today. somebody else I like dies, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I promise.
Reiner was coming on in 2026, by the way.
You think so?
Yeah.
You felt good about that?
I felt great about it. Yeah.
Horrible. I just saw TMZ had their son's officially in custody now. So
I saw they had him overnight, I think, and he was in questioning or something.
yeah. But you're right. Like, it was lost in it. Was like the province was. I watched the press conference where they're like, "Yeah, we got the wrong guy."
Right, and then you also have the Trump aspect of it again, and you have all this stuff. So.
Yeah, that's a terrible fucking terrible. And the thing in Australia is horrific. So, yeah, we'll see.
Which, by the way, like, this guy could be. I mean, he's near us, right?
Well, don't
Boston Marathon guy went and hid in somebody's house, didn't he?
I mean, what do you think he is? Like,
could be anywhere. I'm only 20 minutes away from that campus.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. How far are you, Justin?
Very close.
To the campus? Yeah.
Very close. Yes.
Yeah.
He was right near me. 20 minutes.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. What are you laughing at,
Was this
Justin?
the
You were just
thing-
laughing at something.
Was this the thing you were talking about? So proud of how far our boys have come in just 1 year. We never quit. Stats to come tomorrow. Apologies to Medway Puck on starting lineups. Not how we roll.
Not how we roll.
Retweet
Not how
that.
we roll.
That's the right. That is the right.
That's so. What
thumbs up to that coach, because that's not how
I'm
they
the
roll.
talent. I'm the talent. I did a favor, not just for the team.
Who's the hockey coach?
Tony Patetti is how I pronounce his
Oh
name.
God,
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce his name.
Patetti.
a gravy slopping Ginzo, right? Right, Justin?
By the way, why couldn't you? It was probably on him. He probably should have got me the lineup, right?
Yeah.
You think I'm walking into the opposing team's locker room to get that 30 seconds before the game? Please. I'm a producer for Barstool Sports.
Sure. Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, you're producing you're looking at a murder right now.
Which is actually the more embarrassing that, like, my brother, who clearly doesn't know anything about me, he's like, oh, my brother, like, speaks for a living. He should do this.
That's,
you know what I mean? No, I don't do public address announcing.
Did your other brother come out and do figure skating between periods or no?
Thank you, Dan Newton, for these jokes.
Hey, do that.
Let's talk about the other thing we've been alluding to. Let's talk about that one.
Well, one thing I'll say about the case is it's a good one, I'll say. This will take us, I hope, deep south in America at one point. One hopes, for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And very far west.
Yes.
Like, we're going to be doing a lot of traveling for this. So
We plan it around the Bruins schedule, though.
we plan around the Bruins schedule. Yeah, we're going to follow them as much as we can.
They do have a stadium. Never mind.
Shut the fuck up,
joking.
Justin.
I don't
Andy.
even-
You don't even give him that opening in his head
Yeah.
because he can't help himself.
I know I'm bad.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of traveling for that. And my one final thing, this is from a week ago. I just hope Laura Rutledge can talk to the quarterback tonight without any interference, because what she had to go through last week with the San Diego, it was horrible,
Horrific.
Horrible,
Yep.
terrible.
Thank God she has people, colleagues of ours, who are coming to her defense.
I mean, thank God she was able to ask those 3 stupid questions to him after the game. Wow. I mean, Jesus Christ. And that loss on yesterday's game is all on Justin. That's 1,000% a Justin Trudell, Josh Allen loss. That
was tough. That can kill your season right there. It doesn't matter what your record is.
I don't think it's that bad of a loss.
That's a bad loss.
It is, but like
21-0.
You're going to lose game like 20. But when they were up 21-0 in the NFL against like the Bills, it felt like the game was tied anyway. Like, you don't feel like that's a big lead. I think I heard Simmons say this. I was listening to him this morning running. I don't like the way Vrabel played for just 3 points at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Be aggressive. Don't be if you're aggressive all the time, be aggressive. And I don't want to see these fucking fans. I don't want to fall in this shit again. I had to deal with this for years on the radio. The refs had fucking nothing to do with that loss yesterday. The Bills went up and down the fucking field on you.
Absolutely.
Up and down the field. That was a terrible loss. May was bad at the end in big spots. Allen should be the MVP now. If Buffalo continues to win, he's carrying that team right now. The guy was vomiting on the sideline.
Yeah.
He was great. He's a great player. But Justin's right. He's got to close it out.
Yeah.
Got to close out. Now, Patriots will still win the division. They're still going to win the division.
They need to lose one of the last 2 games. If they next week's game doesn't matter.
Correct. You're talking about the Jets and the Dolphins.
Yes.
If they win those 2 games, they win the division.
Yes.
Now they're going to have to go to Denver, probably now. But I don't think that's that big of a deal. But they're going to have to probably now have Houston come here, which is going to be a tough game. Mm-hmm. Or Buffalo. It's going to be a tough game. So, but like I'm
with Justin. I think that can hurt the season. A loss like that.
Well, sure, but I feel like you're going to lose. You lose games like that. This team is like 3 years ahead of schedule right now.
Absolutely.
Like, this is like, they could be, I was saying to somebody this weekend, they could have a worse record next year and actually be a better team because they're just overperforming the schedule. Like this is house money. Like, don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in this. Yeah. Well, you're upset about this thing?
I was, I'm sporty today. Yeah, that 3rd and 5 call.
How did you think of the PA work at the game? Did you listen to any of that?
Sarge is a friend, so I don't like to criticize it. Yeah.
Oh, is he the PA guy?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, did he do a good job or not?
He does, yeah.
Better than John Rook, my old friend?
Better than John Rook.
Really?
Yes, yeah. Though John Rook had more of a natural big voice guy voice.
I liked him. I did weekends with him. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, I imagine. I don't think he's expired.
Running game was dominant. When it's 3rd and 5 in the final possession, why aren't they running the game? They have two downs to get 5 yards. I would have ran it.
Yes, running game was dominant in big spurts.
Yeah, but they were getting like 60 or
that's
20.
The thing.
Yeah,
you take away the big runs,
I was impressed with May's speed in that play.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he was fast, but I knew he was that fast. That was pretty fucking impressive. He was bad, but he wasn't. Those losses, they're also hurt. Like I would not. If you're a Patriots fan, I would not think this is like devastating. Like they're not getting. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl anyway. But this isn't. And the PI call, whatever. These things even out. The refs did not. The refs are not. Fucking what's his face ran the ball down their throats yesterday.
Cook.
Cook. I mean, 7 yards. That last series, like unbelievable. But yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up in it. I wouldn't be too worried about it. But 15-2.
The dream is dead.
The dream is dead.
Yeah.
What do you think? 13-4?
Yeah, I think
they'll lose this week.
Let's fuck it. 14-3. I think
they went out.
Went out. Yeah.
2 seed.
Which is like sucks because I don't even know if you want the 2 seed.
Probably not.
I'd almost kind of prefer the 5 seed than the 2 seed.
The 5 seed you would get like
you get Pittsburgh
or Baltimore or somebody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go to Denver. Or
Probably,
wherever.
Unless 6 or 7 seed wins.
That's true.
Which could happen. I mean, Texans are
very good.
Unbelievable.
That was a good win for Denver yesterday, though.
Very good win.
Beating Green Bay. I did not think they were going to. Green Bay is good. The Green Bay, I think, is really good. So,
what's his name? Tore his
Parsons.
Yeah.
See, I'm into it right now.
Yeah.
I'm locked in, right? I'm locked in.
It was nice to see the Chiefs go down. Not the injury, but the team. And Kelsey.
Yeah, they're done. Kelsey's going to retire.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to start over. But it's unusual. I saw somebody say this. If Mahomes stayed healthy, he'd be playing in meaningless games with no playoff. Brady never played a game in his career, not counting the first time he ever played with that terrible Patriots team in 2000. Every game he played, they were in the playoffs.
Yes,
like they were playing.
Never eliminated.
Yeah, they never played a game where they had no chance of making the playoffs,
crazy.
Which is nuts. That is a crazy stat. Brady stinks still, by the way, on TV. I watched some yesterday. Anything else?
No.
Nothing else.
I think people want to talk. I don't know.
I think that's it from the Minifan world.
Yeah. Okay. How's Christmas shopping going, dude?
Christmas shopping. I feel like for everybody, Christmas shopping sucks now. Am I wrong about that?
It's easier when your kids are older.
Yeah, but there's no big gifts. I think your kids are older. They just tell you what they want. But even what they want is kind of boring shit, right?
Yeah, Harry wants one of those masks you wear before you go to bed for your face at night.
Sleep apnea?
Oh, with the red light therapy?
Yes.
Oh, good for him.
This is where we're at with him. This is where we're at with him. Yeah.
Wow.
He's very worried about high T now, too, which is high testosterone.
I can ask my brother if he has any tickets to his next
replacement
Broadway show, if you'd like.
What's that?
I can ask my brother if he has any tickets for a Broadway show. That's very... The taking care of his face and all this other stuff you said he's doing.
Chicks, what are you, nuts?
That's what guys are doing now to get chicks, is like really taking
care of
themselves.
The world has changed.
Like
It's pretty boy world now. Yes.
Oh my God, get your hands dirty.
You're allowed to make jokes about your homo brother, but we're not.
Now they're out there.
Like what?
Now they're out there.
I mean, what's the point?
Yeah.
He's ready for Laconia.
Red light therapy is that's a new thing I've seen out there. That's like a TikTok fad.
Well, I think that's probably where he saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's like a shitty gift. At his age, we were asking for video game systems.
Terrible
gift.
That. He wants cash, but I'm like, I don't like
That's
what.
ridiculous.
But there's no like gifts to give anymore. There's no like things. They have their phone. Their phone is all those things.
Yep.
He doesn't do any like collectible things. I know like he's into One Piece cards.
He's grew past that. Like it's just like WWE gone, One Piece gone. What was the one he liked years ago? Beyblade gone. They're all gone now. Like yeah. I mean, he likes to read, so I'll give him a couple. But like, it's just like not good. I don't know, but yeah. So Laconia, I'm sure we'll pop on here before Laconia, but that's January.
The tickets 14th.
Yeah, 14th. 14th. Okay. I'll just say this: we'll be off like an hour before that. Major announcement before the show. Would you guys say or no?
Yes.
Major.
And show 1 out of 10 versus 10 out of 10. I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
For show, Dave?
Yes, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Maybe a 12 out of 10. I think.
Yeah, it's at least a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. So, and then tickets go on sale. We'll see. And then we're working on Laconia on one side and the case on the other. So we're kind of full speed. I know people are upset that we're not around as much. I respect that. I understand that. We'll be back. I'll pop in, a few times between now and then for sure. If anything happens, we'll be here for it. I feel like there was some Minihane news I wanted to bring up. How's Mutt doing?
He's chugging along. Dirty waters, dirty water.
Ugh. God. No, I don't know. Mutt stack, 150th Mutt stack I saw.
Yes, that was big.
150
big for him.
150 in a row.
Never missed a Mutt stack.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. What are you smiling at, Dave?
Though it is coming later and later, it feels like, right?
Oh, is that
I
right?
feel like it got in my inbox at like 2 p.m. on Friday.
I didn't see
Really?
that. Oh,
Why is that?
I could be wrong about that, but I feel like there's been some late Mutt stacks.
That's not good. What's that about, do you think?
I don't know. Just busy. Waiting for the editor's note, possibly. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I suppose. I feel like you're itching to say something else, Dave, no?
No, there's just nothing else going on.
Okay.
No. Very quiet times.
Anytime you look up these new, it's like a new fucking Reiner thing every 30 seconds. It was weird. So the world we're in now.
Will the right celebrate this?
This isn't real, right? The Trump thing? From 9:51 a.m. This can't be real. Where is this from? Where Trump's doing this? This isn't Twitter, right?
Truth Social, maybe? Oh, this breaking. This is most disgusting. Yeah, this is Truth Social.
So a very sad thing. This is okay. A very sad thing happened. This is real? It's the thing last night in Hollywood, if it's real. Rob Reiner, tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comic star, has passed away together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affection with mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome. This can't be real, right? How many times have I said this with Trump?
It can.
Let's hope that's not real.
I mean,
you gotta hope that's not real.
Well, you can go to his. Can you look at this place?
That's what I'm doing. Yep, it's real.
Ugh.
A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, all caps, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace.
That's nice at the end.
Seems fucking
Madness in between.
That is just...
He's an asshole, though. I mean, he is an asshole. No?
Absolutely.
I mean,
that's great. For your first thought to be like...
I will tweet that out.
Yeah,
verbatim if chicken fried dies, though.
What? Yeah.
Verbatim. Literally to me the same, even like Reiner's name. I'm just gonna put that same post up.
Well, you were classy. Didn't she get like 42 stitches last week or something? And you didn't celebrate that.
What 42 stitches?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
It was something viral.
I thought she's moving to Florida.
She's moving to Florida, but she's on some trip with like other influencers, and I think she had to get a bunch of stitches because she fell or something
Another
like that.
abortion? 10th
I
one's
don't
free,
know. Yeah.
so I don't know. Did she hand the card over?
Yeah, possibly.
Huh. It's 42 stitches.
Something
I didn't
like
even
that, yeah.
No, I didn't see that. A lot of blood, but let's be careful around that. But that's a Trump's insane. I mean, what's left to say? I don't know. How does like a Montante defend Trump there or a Jerry?
You mean old Montante?
Yeah.
I think Montante would just say like, yeah, but like you take the
But that's like a shitbag like move. Like that's like
I think it's a shitbag move where they're just like, oh, I didn't agree with his politics, but he was great. I hate seeing tweets like that. This one like is 10x that.
Yeah,
this is fucking nuts.
Why didn't bring up his politics?
I don't get it.
Is Trump somehow aware that his son like is a huge Trump guy and that's why he murdered Rob Reiner? Like that seems very unlikely, but even if it is true, why the president of the United States? Like at some point you gotta that's fucking gross.
Yep.
A dickhead. Anyway, the so you see it on Clemmer texted it to me last night, and you start seeing it in like news reports, kind of. The speed of it all is very.
Yeah, because at first it was just reported that 2 found dead. Like it wasn't reported that it was them.
And then the same age, the New York Post I saw had that. Ended up putting on CNN, and CNN has. I knew the networks weren't going to have it. CNN had. They were still talking about Brown in Australia. Fine. MS Now, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Had Rachel Maddow, some taped town hall with some author. It was terrible. And I'm like,
That's kind of crazy saying as how Rob Reiner went on MS Now. Or
all the
whatever,
time. It probably CNN, right?
Like weekly.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm waiting for like, once TMZ had it, I'm like, well, TMZ is like unbelievably, as you know, I'm a TMZ contributor, as are you. Like that's a reputable, it's the world work. It is official now. And still forever, they go on, like we're getting reports that there are a couple, I'm like, this is like done. This is reported. They're like an hour or two behind. It's very strange in 2026 almost that they do that.
Yep.
Oh, that Trump is gross. But anyway, whatever. I'm not gonna. Terrible. Great career. Unbelievable run for Rob Reiner. So yeah, we're back whenever needed. We'll be digging away on the case. If our name's on, I'll be there. Project Big Screen every week. Did you watch those movies, Justin, or no? We didn't get your grade.
I did.
You saw Ella McKay?
I saw my mom wanted to see Ella McKay, so I did not see Ella McKay, but I saw every other movie.
What did you think of Hamnet?
What did I put? It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than Eternals, but like it just wasn't for me. I don't care about Shakespeare.
I don't either. I never really like understood Shakespeare as a kid. I was like stupid. I did not get it. I hated it. What was the other one? Knives Out.
Knives Out. I said 90. A great Netflix.
I thought you would like that. Yeah.
A great Netflix franchise.
Yes.
It's like just a good I didn't see it in theater.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It's a good whodunit.
Very good. I thought.
Much better than the other whodunits that there are.
The Kenneth Branagh ones.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Agatha, whatever the fuck.
The Murder on Orient Express.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You seen anything lately, Dave, or no?
No, just thank you, Cena, before we go.
Did you watch the match?
No, I did not.
Were you upset that he tapped out?
No, because I like that picture of him smiling. It's
That's
just funny.
weird. What was going
It's just
on?
funny. Like, I don't know. I don't even know the speculation.
Is it a bit we're seen as like the way he answers questions and stuff, where he's like weird?
I think he's an all-time. He could be a case subject.
Like
I think he's
Scientologist
an
almost?
all-time phony. If you go listen to, it came up back to back on YouTube for me.
Wasn't he a huge asshole on that show with his with the twins?
Oh yeah, he was a dick to Nikki Bella. Yeah. I listened to him with Bill Simmons.
I couldn't even.
And he was like
to
a
it.
different person with Simmons than he was with Rogan. It just sounded completely. And then I listened to an old
Stern
clip.
where he
You hear
talks
that
about
one?
the ugly girls.
There's no way he fucked some fat chick.
Or he did.
There's just no way. I think he's an all-time pathological liar that could be fully exposed.
Was that him with Dan Big Cat that one time?
Yes.
He's like, what am I good for? Dan makes some joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure he's the nicest guy in the
Call
world.
Dan
but-
quick. See if he's around. He'll tell the story. He might be doing something. He just seems like he's been like I don't know. Like he took some class or something, audited.
Yes.
Follows me on Twitter. Then I saw he follows like 9 million people on Twitter, literally.
But he was
he's-
like,
yeah, he's
he
one
was
of those
kind of cunty with Bill Simmons. In like we're equals and I'm going to go back at you. And he was a nerd with Rogan. Like he was try hard. Yeah.
He might be on something right now. I have no idea. Lost the juice, Steve. Your phone calls answered anymore. Do you not know it's a Minihane Monday?
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Just Trump thing is crazy. Like even for Trump. No?
Yeah, it's nuts.
What are you doing?
Dan just texted.
Oh.
He's in the middle of a show.
Tell him for you. We just wanted to see the story. Not a big deal. Yeah. That's crazy, Justin. No, the Trump thing.
It's just.
I mean, for him,
Yeah,
I guess.
But it's like it's. There's no one. I mean, if it all depends on.
As
if
a
you
you voted for Trump. I mean, like are you like? Does that bother you?
Oh, I don't vote for Trump.
Well, sure, I understand. Yeah, Bill Trudell did not tweet that out, did he?
No.
Okay, sure, that's why he's your president.
That's right. That's why.
That should bother everybody.
Yeah,
that's an all-time.
It's just a weird. It suggests a weird.
No, but it's also kind.
Just a leader of the free world. Like that's where I'm like, what's going on in that head where he does that? That's where I get like he's an asshole. I'm that I don't mind. Like he's a dick, but like you can't do that because this is like somebody who just died. Like,
but also
you're speculating.
I think it's
about
worse
things.
than that. 95% of the time when people are like his words are harmful, I disagree with them and I think they're like pussies and over the top. This is a thing where he's like legitimately playing to a segment of the population who is just all political mentally.
Yeah, I don't think
and he's
anyone's
like
being
stoking
harmed
the
by these words.
Yeah, but he's like stoking the flames of
But
people
like the
that have to
Jerrys of
bring
the
up-
world and like the Mama K's and the Montana, are they like fuck yeah when they see that?
I don't think so.
No, I think he'll take a victory lap over anyone.
Right,
Like-
but just be yeah. But I think it'd be a better move if he was like, oh, really talented filmmaker. Sorry to see him. You know, then you're like, you win. Like
Yes.
you're, but he's not capable of that. Boy, is he not going to give up this crown easily in a couple of years. Holy fuck! Good luck taking it away from this guy. Jesus.
I think he'll like turn on like JD Vance.
Of
like,
course.
during the election.
Of course. Oh no. You think Trump's gonna go out there, city to city, town to town, and be like, I want this man to run the free world while I sit around as an 85-year-old guy? No fucking chance.
No chance.
No chance at all. No chance in hell.
Shakes a lot of hands. You see, that's why he has all the bruises.
Yes, that's right. I did see that. So there you go. The Minihane Monday. You got an hour, right?
Yep.
All right. Enjoy. Goodbye.